Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Osstown. I would like to welcome you guys to my very first episode of a new old school RuneScape series. I think I'm going to be calling it something along the lines of free to play to Inferno, level 3 to Inferno. I don't really know, something along those lines. Basically, the gist of this series is I want to take this brand new free to play account that you are seeing in the background, take it all the way from a level 3, get it up to a bond, go into members worlds, and then finally, once it's all done, get myself an infernal cape. So in the background, you can see I'm creating this account. Spent a couple minutes trying to find the worst name that I possibly could. Ended up in the end with Haterade1337. That is Haterade Leet, because I just couldn't think of anything worse than that. And obviously, to this day that I made this account, I was feeling a little spicy. Went with the all purple outfit, so we'll see how that ends up working out for me. And in the background here, I'm just going to kind of go through Tutorial Island while I talk through a little bit of my ideas for what I want from this account, yada, yada, yada. I'm turning my player indicators off for whatever reason, just ignore that. And maybe you can hear the cat in the background. If so, you know, that happens. So just this account, as you can probably already tell, I want to take this level 3 brand new account. I want to get it a bond, and then I want to build it up into basically a main account all the way through members. I got to keep paying for my membership with in-game currency. I'm not going to spend a dime on this account from my real-life wallet. And in the end, I want to get an Infernal Cape, which is the pinnacle of PVM achievement in old-school RuneScape, pretty much for the most part at this point. I mean, obviously, you could go like solo the Theater of Blood, but I'm not that good. So I have never gotten an Infernal Cape before. I consider myself to be a decent PVMer at the game. You know, I feel relatively comfortable getting solo Chambers as Eric. Feel relatively comfortable completing the Corrupted Gauntlet, things like that. Those are things I'm going to do throughout the series to make money. But I've never got an Infernal Cape. I do have a main account. It's about like 1,900 total. Got a decent amount of boss KC on him, but I've never had enough money to get an Infernal Cape because I don't know that I'm good enough, or I don't really want to try to do it without a twisted bow. So that's probably going to be another goal of this series, is before the Infernal Cape to get myself up to the billion or 1.2 billion or whatever it is, that a twisted bow would cost me, because I think that's going to be very important for me to complete the Inferno. So nothing really off limits, no Iron Man. I can do really whatever I want, just play as a free to play, or play as a regular account. Not going to be getting any money from my main or anything like that, nothing to help me out. I am strictly going to be building up all the money that I can through legitimate ways in the game. Not going to be like boosting any, I don't know even what I would boost, like corp kills, but I'm not an Iron Man, so that's not really relevant. But nothing cheaty like that. So that's going to wrap up the intro here, I think. I'm going to get into some clips of me progressing this account through free-to-play. And yeah, cool. Thank you so much. So here's the first clip. As you can see, I'm going through, I'm finishing up the Stronghold of Security, because on any account that you're not giving money to start off, this is the best way to get an initial little cash stack to start training or start getting gear or whatever you need to get kicked off. Easy 10k, you just got to answer some questions. They are like super common sense. If you can't figure them out, then I don't know what to tell you. You're definitely going to get your account hacked at some point. Just like realistically. So I got my 10k. Looking back on this, I'm obviously post-comming this. This was a real two-head play by me, real smooth brain operation. I decided that I wanted the boots that you get rewarded on the last floor, because I wanted the -2 magic bonus for something that I'm going to be doing later on in this episode. Ends up not being something that I needed to get, so really just kind of a dumb waste of time, and also put my account at risk of dying, which doesn't really matter because I'm not a hardcore or anything like that. But as you're going to be able to see here, it goes ahead and backfires on me, because I answered this question, run through, thinking I'm okay, you know, I got plenty of food. Bam! Ghost smacks me a 7. Eat my meat. I'm up to 6 HP. I'm feeling good. I'm like, oh, I'm good. And then through the door, this Anku smacks me in the face of 6. And about 15 minutes into my account, I've already dropped dead for the very first time, which is a bummer. So, wasting a little bit of time here to start off. Got to talk to death. Not really very familiar with this. haven't died a lot. No, humble brag, I guess. But haven't really died very much since this whole death thing was introduced, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Could have grabbed my stuff there, didn't realize it. In the end, I'm going to have to go run back up to the Stronghold of Security to gather my 10k back again. So really huge mistake. If you're going to follow this, just go to the 3rd floor and take your 10k. You don't get extra money from the bottom floor. And now that I've got my 10k from this Stronghold, picked it back up off the ground, I'm going to walk over here to the magic shop in Varrock. I probably could have bought these from the Grand Exchange. Honestly, I'm not totally sure why I didn't. I've played a little bit of Iron Man in my day, so I might still be a little stuck in the Iron Man mindset at this time. But I'm going to use my 10k. I'm going to dump it into some runes here. I'm going to buy, I think, 4 packs of Mind runes, 8 packs of air runes if I remember correctly, and 1 pack of each of the other elemental runes. Not really sure why I bought the fire rune pack. To be honest with you, I was just reading from Bodhi's Hardcore Iron Man guide because I felt like that would give me a good idea of where to get started here, but looking back on it, probably not the smartest. And then here we go with what remains my cash. I am rolling up to the Grand Exchange to spend a little money. You know the old saying, you got to spend money to make money. I'm going to go ahead and buy myself a magic amulet, and also a wizard hat if I can buy one, which I don't think I'm able to buy because it's not selling. So as you can probably guess, I'm going to do some magic to start off on the account here, and I will get back with you guys when I'm at the spot I'm going to be training. And here we are at my initial training location to get my magic up and also, surprisingly, make some money. So I chucked 30 GP at the Karamja charter ship to get here from Port Sarim. Also unlocked Sea Shanty 2, as you may be able to see in my chat box. Cat is meowing again, sorry. And I walked over here to the Karamja volcano, and I'm just going to be casting the highest strike spell, I believe is the first level of magical spells that I can at these imps. And it's a little slow going at first, but quickly ramps up. There are a couple big ticket items that you're really looking for because while this is a good training method, it's also a good money maker on a very low level account. So I am looking for any of the beads all sell. So as I was saying, every single one of the beads sells for around 750 to like 1.5k, which is good money. I think they're like a 1 in 15 drop rate. I could be wrong. I should probably check that, but I'm not going to. And then along with that, a Mind Talisman is also like 4.5k, which these guys drop at a 1 in 14 drop rate, 1 in 15 drop rate, if I remember correctly. I'm just going to pull up their wiki page really quickly here. So those are the main items that I'm going to go for, and while also spending all of these spells that I have, because it's going to get me some money. I'm going to profit from doing this, and I'm also going to get some very important mage levels, which is going to be key for my very first free-to-play money maker. So looking at the wiki page here, it appears the Mind Talisman is 1 in 18 for a 4,000 coin drop, which is huge. And also the beads are 1 in 25. So all of those are about 1k, a little bit rarer, but then the Mind Talisman is the real big money maker. So I'll check in after I spend all my runes or I'm done doing this for whatever reason, and we'll see how much money we made. And we're back. As you can tell by my inventory, I've spent almost all my runes and I have filled up my inventory. So got 4 black beads, a couple wizard hats, a lot of Mind Talismans, a couple yellow beads, 1 or 2 red beads, and a couple white for a total of 43k. The wizard hats were actually selling for like 800 GP on the Grand Exchange, so I decided to pick them up even though I normally wouldn't. And I'm going to go sell everything and take my initial cash. So I think I missed a clip here, but I ended up spending the 40k or so that I made on about 400 to 500 casts of the curse spell and bought myself a set of full iron armor, which is why I thought I needed the boots from the Stronghold, but I was wrong because I get the minus 65 mage bonus you need to splash with just the full iron, as long as you don't have a battle staff equipped. So I used all my curse spells on the Monk of Zamrock here in the Varrock Castle. I just splashed a bunch over and over. It took me maybe 20-30 minutes to get from level 19 to level 33 magic, which unlocks me the telekinetic grab spell, which is very important if you haven't figured out yet, which, I mean, why would you have? No reason why you really would have. That is going to be my big money maker to start off here. So let's check. This account is 1 hour and 37 minutes old. I have about 30k, and I'm now level 33 magic. I can teleport back up to Varrock. Gonna spend a little cash, and I will meet you at my first money maker first real money maker. I've obviously made some money this far, but this is my like really like first one that I planned out. So back again, as you can see by my inventory, I bought a couple salmons, a couple energy pots, and about 100 law runes. I have my air battle staff equipped, and I am in the wilderness. This is a dangerous area where I can in fact die. I will die. I'm commentating this from the future, so I'm confirming that I will in fact die once or twice out here. But the first moneymaker that I am going to be doing to make some serious GP on this very new hour and a half or so old account is going to be telegrabbing nature runes in about level 43 wilderness. It's up just south of the Anakarl teleport. There are 2 lesser demons nearby, and it is multi-combat, so you have to be very careful. Would not bring anything that you're not willing to lose. I brought 100 casts of telekinetic grab, which looking back on it is a little much for my very first trip. I wasn't really sure what was going to happen. So as you can see, I get up here. There's this little island with 2 nature runes on it. I'm just going to cast telekinetic grab. There's a little bit of a tick delay in telekinetic grab over a like long period, like a lot of squares if you're doing it, which is a little annoying, but whatever. You might see like Grand Exchange finish selling there. There were 2 oak short bows that I finished selling. I am doing a little bit of merching or flipping in the background just because I'm trying to get through free to play as fast as possible because it effing sucks. So some people may consider that a little cheaty. I don't. It's a legitimate moneymaker, so I'm doing it. But anyway, as you can tell, this is just kind of my money making thing that I'm doing to start off here. Cast telekinetic grab twice, get some nice magic XP, grab the law runes, and then I just hover my mouse down there in the bottom right below the fire surge spell, waiting to log out in case I log into the world and there's anyone here. Typically, you're able to log out if you do hop into a world. The only thing I would tell you to be cautious of is that couple tick delay while the telekinetic grab is going out to the item that you're getting. You can't do anything. So you can't run, you can't log out. If someone logs in and attacks you during that time, like those 2 or 3 ticks right there, and this is like 4 or 5 ticks because this one's further away, you're dead pretty much. I obviously only have 14 HP, so it's very easy to hit me. I can be attacked by, or kill me. I can be attacked by someone up to level 62. So I will die, but the hope is that I make it out with more money than I start with. So that's how I'm going to be making my initial money on this account. I'll check back in when I've got some more cash. That is trip number 1 complete. I'm just running back down to 20 wilderness so I can teleport out. In fact, if you watch closely, I'm going to get a cheeky level 21 wilderness teleport there. So, you know, pretty high IQ, pretty good at the game, escaping the wilderness earlier than you're allowed to with regular teleports. And as you can see by my inventory, I spent all my law runes, 100 of them, and in return for 100 law runes, I was able to get 347 nature runes. Each of the nature rune spawns up there are 3 and 4, so you're not just telegrabbing 1 nature rune per law rune, you're getting 3 or 4 nature runes per law rune. According to the wiki, it's like 270k per hour. It is not going to be that much, unfortunately, because I can't just take, I think it says like 560 casts per hour is what you can do to get the 279k. If I take 570 casts of telekinetic grab to the wilderness, I'm going to die for 50k, guaranteed. I will not go a full hour without getting attacked. So considering the like 5 minutes or so that it takes to run up there, it's probably around 150k, 200k an hour, which nothing to turn your nose up at. So here I am just walking up to the Grand Exchange, checking out Bob. Don't really know why. I'm going to sell my nature runes off, going to invest I still have 134 law runes. Nice. So here I am. I spent 28,500 on 228 law runes. I still have 135 of them. These are my flips that I was talking about in the last clip. I'm not totally sure what I'm doing. Oh, so I had 100. What am I doing? I'm an idiot. Okay, so those 347 nature runes were 64 GP. I'm going to sell them off. That is pure profit, right? I mean, I spent 28k on two trips, and in one trip I got 64k. So more than doubled the coins. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here in the background. But good money maker. Going to keep doing this because it's making me some solid money. So, yeah. So in the interest of this video not being super duper long, it's about 15 minutes right now, this is going to be the last clip of the video. Sold off my nature runes, took some of my profit, noticed I was using GE tracker to check some prices, noticed that the small fishing net sells for like 5 GP or something like that, probably even cheaper, here at the shop here in Port Sarim. I can buy 1 per world, which really is a little bit slow. And then I could sell them for like 100 or 200 GP each on the Grand Exchange, which is a great return on investment. Oh, now I can buy 5. So I'm gonna buy them out, take that money. I'm gonna list them up in the GE and see how much money I can sell them for. But that is going to wrap up this episode. I'll be back at you guys very soon with the second episode of this free-to-play 2 Inferno series or something like that, where we are going to be finishing off our free-to-play grind. And trust me when I say it is a grind. Playing free-to-play sucks. So trying to get out of it as quickly as possible so we can really enjoy the game. And that's what's going to happen in the next episode. So look forward to that. Keep your eyes peeled. It will be coming soon. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And have a good day.